Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, it's your pontiff, Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. Guys, I want to make this video today, and this is a serious video, and it's about the timepiece, gentlemen. Quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Patek 5035. 5035. Beautiful watch. Annual calendar. It's the first incarnation. A little bit small, but you know what? It's nice to have a bit of variety. You wear your big Rolex, and you can wear your smaller size wristwatches. Now, guys, what I wanted to talk to you about is Timepiece Gentleman. Now, firstly, you can love him or hate him, but he's hit this community and the industry very strongly. Very hard. And what has happened in the community is that it's had repercussions that I've never seen before. Let me explain to you. A lot of the dealers in the watch community, they're very conservative sort of guys. You know, they don't really do social media. They're not really big on Instagram and YouTube, Facebook. They're kind of so busy running their business. They don't really have time for other stuff. And what sort of happened is that with the Timepiece Gentleman, I was talking to a couple of dealers. These are dealers who aren't really that net savvy, okay? They live in their own little world. They use the interweb. They get email, and they've even got a website. But they are somebody who I would never imagine this. And let me tell you this. Ronnie from Vintage Watch Co. I was talking to Ronnie a week or so ago, and he says, "Who's this Timepiece Gentleman? What's it all about?" For Ronnie to say that, I mean, that's really frightening. The other thing that happened was I was talking to Shani from European Watch Gallery in Melbourne, in Collins Street. He's sort of... Shani is the granddad dealer in the watch industry. He's probably the oldest establishment in Australia. In Australasia, I would... Oh, well, Australia. There's older people in Hong Kong, but he's one of the founding Australian pre-owned dealers. Probably the biggest turnover dealer. Lovely guy. If you got a specialist Patek, or you've got something really amazing, he's the dealer that dealers go to. And Shani mentioned what a jerk Timepiece Gentleman was, and he said, I mean, this is amazing. Shani is the legend in the watch industry, and he said to me, it's had repercussions for the consignment side of the business. This is where people give you a watch, you haven't sold it, you haven't paid any money down, it's basically sale or return basis. And the problem is, because Timepiece Gentleman played with the credibility, he thought it would be a real funny laugh to joke around about this and pretend to disappear and, oh, I'm here again, peekaboo, you found me. Well, it was never funny, Anthony. And the impact that's been felt is huge. That stunt that he pulled has absolutely rocked the whole industry. Now, someone like Shani, someone like Ronnie, I would trust them with my life, and I don't think it's going to really impact their business. But the fact is, these guys mentioned Timepiece Gentleman. And that is, I got to tell you, man, that is an amazing reach. It's an amazing reach of consumers, the consumers. I mean, seriously, Shawnee mentioned Timepiece Gentleman. Ronnie's so busy. He's doing deals. He's got 2 stores, and they never mention anything on PooTube. And both of those dealers there, who I would say are probably the premium dealers in Australia, it's absolutely rocked the whole industry. And I got to tell you, man, it is pretty damn savage. When an industry gets rocked like this, there are huge repercussions. And it's funny. A couple of weeks ago, a friend of mine was talking to one of who was he talking to? He was talking to Katira, big dealer in the US. He's not as big as David SW, but he's a big dealer. And he was saying, you know what? I can't be bothered showing off, flexing. I'm just busy trying to sell watches. I don't need bullshit in my life. I don't need Instagram or Facebook or PooTube. I just want to sell watches, have a low profile, get my stuff done. That's it. And that's the thing, you know, the serious dealers, they're so busy with their job, they don't have time for stupid games. But I've got to tell you, it's an amazing thing. Timepiece Gentleman has rocked the industry. Timepiece Gentleman has rocked the consignment model. And not in a good way. I mean, it's made everyone think, shit, what happens if the guy goes broke? 100% right. 100% right. And I got to be totally honest with you. It's a concern for me as well. I'm very, very... I think the thing is, at the end of the day, the moral of this story is always deal with dealers you trust. I mean, if I was in America, I would trust David SW with my life. David SW, he's not going to stiff you. He's an honest, reliable dealer. That's where I would be going. If I was in Australia, I'd go to Shani or Ronnie or Cove. Those 3 guys there are absolute amazing champions, in my opinion. You know, you've got to buy the dealer you're dealing with. And this is the whole thing. The whole credibility of the industry. I got to tell you guys, it is so fragile. You do not muck around with this. It is absolutely rocked the industry. It's absolutely rocked the consignment model. The consignment model will never be the same. The consignment model will never be the same. And it might be a bit of a godsend. This could be the wake-up call to consignment that some of us probably needed. But this is industry itself there. I got to tell you, this stunt he's pulled, oh my God. When you got top dealers mentioning that, you know the industry has been shaken. I'm ArchieLuxury. Please, guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get much more subscribers. Anthony made fun of me that I didn't have many subscribers. Let's prove that scoundrel wrong. I'm ArchieLuxury. I will see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and don't be afraid to get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay full-time on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one. $50 paid review. I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your support. And guys, you could also sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the Pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.